Hey everyone, welcome again to my 123 cents. My name is Kevin and thank you so much for checking out this video. Today I want to talk a little bit about tag team wrestling. I've talked about it before in the past and blogged about it, but recently on Raw the tag team titles changed hands. Once again we have new tag team champions, this time in the form of R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. Epico and Primo had defeated Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne, Air Boom, for the tag team titles, I believe back in January, and have been very sporadic as far as defending the tag team titles go. In fact, there was a whole bit of a Twitter angle, I think, that was kind of developing. In recent weeks, when we did see the champs on TV, they were losing to the likes of the Big Show and the Great Khali and Santino Marella and Zack Ryder. Pardon me, I had a little brain lapse there. So, not an impressive showing in recent weeks for the tag team champions, as they did go down in defeat. And they were kind of, I was afraid, teasing a breakup like they often do with tag team champions after they lose the belts. If you go back and look at the history, I don't know that there are any former tag team champions that are still active in the WWE right now. There haven't been for quite some time. Typically, when a tag team loses the titles, they split up, they feud. It happened with The Miz and John Morrison. It happened with Tyson Kidd and Harry Smith, collectively known as the Hart Dynasty. Those are just some recent examples. Other tag teams just kind of go their own separate ways. David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy come to mind, as well as Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel. So that's, really the tag team situation still kind of on life support, if you will, as far as I'm concerned, because right now, really, R-Truth and Kofi, Epico and Primo, and the Usos, really the only united tag teams right now, if you will. And I don't really go much for Kofi and Truth as being a united tag team. They're kind of one of those makeshift thrown together teams that have kind of developed because it didn't seem like Creative had anything for either of those two men in the singles division. I say it all the time, I hope this means that there's going to be a resurgence, a refocus on the tag team division. I'm not hopeful that it's going to happen this time either. Although I guess WWE posted online that Abraham Washington, AW if you will, has now signed on the former champs Epico, Primo, and their manager or valet, Rosa Mendez. So I'll be curious to see what happens now with the next step with that threesome now becoming kind of a foursome, and what role AW is going to have in the WWE. Is he going to just be a manager? Is he going to be an agent, a scout, if you will, putting together a stable, a dynasty? Will this be the resurgence of that kind of wrestling as well? Or will Rosa be more of a wrestler too now and compete in the Divas division once again? She really didn't do a whole lot in the Divas division before, but perhaps now this may be a resurgence for her in-ring career as well. But I definitely think there are guys that aren't being utilized right now that could be melded together into tag teams. I did think that we were possibly going to see the team of Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. We saw them at WrestleMania at the pre-show, the dark match of the night. They teamed up with each other for, I believe, may have been the first time. They may be together on Superstars. I don't know that for 100%, but could be a great tag team. Justin Gabriel out with an injury now, though, so we hope that he makes a speedy recovery, and this could be yet another team to throw into the mix. And of course, still there's always the Usos, who have been underutilized, in my opinion. So what do you think about the tag team situation? The new champions are R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, and another sign of them not being united, they came out separately for their entrance the other night on Raw when they won the tag team title. So hopefully that'll change and they'll develop into a more cohesive unit. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my 123 cents.